Zach Belter makes a great play here. Zach Belter is the one who follows him all the way down from up near the National Lacrosse League sign to give Boucher a push and force him back into the crease. But the thing is, Boucher, I'm quite confident, reestablished his feet outside the crease. On the broadcast, I know they did say, hey, they can't challenge because they'd already used their challenge and it was ineffective. It was overturned. So they don't have the challenge to use, but they did. They could have, Matt Sawyer could have challenged this goal. If they were wrong, if this challenge didn't hold up, they would have been charged a penalty because they didn't have a timeout. But they could have thrown the flag because they still did have another flag. Again, it's a 12-4 game, but this changes it from a goal for Toronto that would have made it 3-1 to, if we run it, they go down the other end and you have Buffalo score Chris Kluche on a terrific play. As Toronto's confused.
I got a
What's
question.
going on here, right?
Yeah, I got a question for you on this actually,
Yeah,
because now I've
yeah,
got it with the pause. So as we're looking at it, so right
yeah,
here, when the ball goes in the net, his
yes,
feet are outside of the crease, is what you're saying. So that's
yes,
reestablishing, right?
yes. So he'd gone into the crease. He has to establish both feet back outside the crease. Now, on this one, it's hard to say because it is, I mean, it's pretty small on the view, but it looks like there. That's better because you can see his right foot was up, but he goes in of his own volition. He's not even pushed in, but then he gets both feet back outside, just barely and not for long, but he is outside when the ball goes in, and then Belter pushes him back in. I think Belter pushing him in made it enough for the ref for it to be really hard in real time for the official to tell whether he was back out or if he'd gone in again, because there's a lot happening with the Schreiber shooting, the ball going in, Boucher's feet, the push. There's a lot happening, a lot of movement, and Belter made it hard enough for the official. Now, I think, as a coach, you're like, do I use my second challenge 4 minutes into the game, right? Um, it's
But it's
or,
less than a second too, so they didn't have time to even think
yeah.
about it. That would have had to have been an instantaneous. That's why I just
Well,
rewound it and looked at it again. So
so the
that
thing to me is as soon as Cloutier scores, you throw the flag. I'm the heck with it because that's a 2-goal swing, right? Because if it's reviewed, if the Schreiber goal counts, then obviously the Cloutier goal can't because it happened afterwards. So it's a 3-1 game. Um, so to me, like you see them looking at it and they're like, I don't know. I throw the flag as soon as Cloutier scores if I think that it was good. Maybe they don't. I mean, they're looking at it. You can see Dan Craig is like, I think maybe we should challenge that, and they decide not to. They've got the iPad there. They have a good look. But again, like you said, it's got to be a pretty quick decision. This is a great angle. Look at Boucher goes in, both feet out right there. They're both touching the carpet.
and the
That's
ball's
Schreiber
right
shoots.
here. So
Yeah.
yeah, the ball is not in the yeah, no, but like you said, real time, it's crazy. But no, I actually was kind of arguing it on the looking from the other angle, but that's a great angle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. That's a good goal. And it's tough, right? Again, and you can see Toronto, they're celebrating. They see it. They take off really quickly. Now, should everyone have run to the bench except for Matthews? Maybe not. Maybe Schreiber takes off, but they see the call. It's a turnover. They hit to the bench because they're pretty close. I don't think you can really fault any of them in that situation. I mean, it's easy to say after, oh, somebody else had to run back. It can't just be Matthews, whoever's highest. But I mean, they did the best they could in the circumstance. I think it's just an unfortunate one for Toronto, and again, it was a 12-4 game, right? So does that make a difference if it's 3-1? Just the whole tenor and the whole way the game plays out change?
The momentum
I
and
don't know.
everything kind of that is such a huge goal though because
Yeah,
3-1 a 2 goal versus 4-0 and now you're
yeah,
looking at it 4 goals is hard to come back from. Two
yeah.
happens all the
Maroon was up.
time. Yeah.
And Buffalo played awfully well, and they got a lot of confidence. And I mean, they're a confident team. They're playing very well, and they absolutely deserve to win that game and the series. It's just one of those things you think about what might have been.